today we're in the garden, and joining us is Brenda Sanders, who many of you may recognize as a former host of Oklahoma Gardening. But Brenda's been working on another project behind the scenes, and that is the Plant It OK app. So Brenda, we're so excited about this app. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, thank you. And I'm excited to talk about it because it's been a long time in development. A lot of people, it's been a lot of, I think we've worked on this about 4 years now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, which started with an idea of wouldn't it be nice to have all of that information that we have on OSU fact sheets and brochures in a form that people could take with them on this handy device called an iPhone or Android.
And it's not like we have to look it up on the internet. It's all in this app, and it links to different things,
It
right?
does. So we actually entered an app contest and won with the App Center. And so they did the design, you know, the part that the public would see. And then from there, we were able to get a grant from the USDA AMS, and it's a specialty crop block grant. That paid for the actual programming of the app, which also happened at the App Center.
Okay.
And so anyway, it was a big
there's
process.
a lot of behind the scenes to get to this point. And so it's so exciting to officially launch it. So let's talk a little bit about what people can find. If you want to kind of walk me through what we see on there.
Well, it has to do with landscape plants. So we don't have vegetables yet. Right now, we have about 275 plants that are either Oklahoma native, U.S. native, or just non-native plants that are adapted to our area. They've been, a lot of them are Oklahoma proven plants, things like that, that have been demonstrated to do well, you know.
And you can kind of filter on what your definition of native is, right?
Yes, you can. And actually you can filter on that. You can filter on things like low water use up to high water use. Same with sun, low to high. You can also filter on flower color, time of year that it, you know, does it have beautiful fall color, or maybe it's got some winter interest or something like that. We have several different filters that you can search.
Pollinator, birds,
exactly.
Things like
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have that as well.
All right. So, and let's talk a little bit. How do I find the plants, and how do I use this app a little bit more?
So there's a couple of different ways you can go about finding the plants. One of the easiest things is just to start up here at the top with the filters, and then pick what you want in your filters. Go down to the bottom and save the filters, and then search for plants just by using filters. So that's kind of if you really want to focus in on stuff.
Set your parameters basically for your garden. Yeah.
The other way you can do it is come on this homepage that we have and just come to plants. And then it will bring up like annuals, perennials, deciduous trees, or you can even go up to all plants at the top. But then you could search, say you're wanting to plant, you know, some seasonal color. You'd be looking in annuals, and so you could go on there, and then you can either scroll through there, or you can use the filters to narrow that down more.
So essentially, it's like a plant catalog.
Yes.
And you can either figure out maybe what you need to buy, or you can also kind of create a list of what you already have.
Yes, exactly. And that's good that you said create a list, because we actually have the ability to do that on the app. And there's a little plus sign on each of the plants, and if you press on that, that will open up a list. And then you can make your own lists and put them in there and add plants. You can also delete them if you decide, no, I don't want that, I want something else. And the idea is that you can create, say, a list for the backyard, front beds, whatever you want. And you can have as many lists as you want. And then you have that with you. When you go to the store, when you go, you know, to the garden center, you can start asking about the plants.
Oh, very good. Very good.
And if they're available.
Right. And I would also probably create a list of what I already have in my garden too, just because you know how plant tags get lost.
Yes.
So it's kind of like, no, I do have that one already, or move it from the bot to the current existing, right?
And the other thing is if you have something, okay, I got all these plants, and I got home, you can go back to that plant. And if you scroll to the bottom on that plant, it actually has a description and a little bit more of when you would need to prune it, or depending on the plant, it's like maybe some key elements of plant care.
Some maintenance
would be,
information.
Yeah.
Okay. Common name, Latin name, what are we looking at? Do you have both?
We have both.
Yeah.
And actually, you can choose to sort by common name or by Latin name. And you can also sort by relevance or by alphabetical order. There is also a direct link to any of the OSU publications that are available that have to do with landscape plants.
Okay.
And so, if you wanted to see plant care, we have categories for those.
Okay.
Beneficial insects, plant care, landscape design, ornamental plants, things like that. And then if you choose, you can see all of the fact sheets that are available, and you click on that. That takes you actually to the OSU website.
Okay.
We basically have the lists, the plants, and then also the publications. Those are our three main things that you're able to access right now from this.
Very good. And again, it is free. Where can people download it? All your app stores, I assume?
Yes, it's available on the App Store and also on Google Play for Android.
Okay.
And you can either just look that up in the app stores. You can also go to the OSU Extension website and Google Plant It OK, and it will bring up an app page that tells about this, and then also has links directly to where you can download it.
Okay, so Plant It OK, it is free, available either at your website or on the app stores.
Yes.
For both iPhones and Androids, which is really exciting.
Yes.
And what if people have feedback? Because it's kind of the first version of this.
There is actually a feedback place that you can go here in the menu, user feedback, and we really, really want you to help us out and send us feedback. And that will help us improve the app. And, for version 2, 3, 4, we can add either plants to it or also other functions.
Okay.
So,
and hopefully maybe a vegetable one on the horizon as well.
We've already had people ask for that.
Perfect. Thank you, Brenda, so much for this. This is exciting.
Thank you.
Download the Plant It OK app for Android and iOS. We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.